Hello, I'm Emma and welcome to my sewing channel, So Do It Emma. This is where I talk all about my sewing journey, which includes fabric purchases, my pattern stash, my makes, my plans, inspiration, you name it. If you haven't already, please give me a little like, and if you like the sound of where this is going, please give me a little subscribe. I would love to reach 2k subscribers by maybe June, July. Am I asking for much? I'm gonna up my content and hopefully that'll help as well. But any pushes from you guys would be totally amazing. By liking and subscribing, it really helps YouTube go, hey, this is a channel that people like. So I'm gonna stop yabbering on about me and talk about an awesome challenge that is happening in April. Gabby asked Ruan which YouTubers are really good for this kind of thing, and Ruan kindly put my name forward, so thank you, my lovely. Ruan is one of the co-hosts this year with Gabby. Unfortunately, Kristen can't make it this year of the Atelier Society because she has her own little fabric business over in Australia as well, and I think she's got a few other bits and pieces that are just really keeping her busy and out of trouble. So the lovely Gabby had asked Ruan to co-host this year. So yeah, what is Sew April Blouse, you may ask? Well, it's a challenge, and of course it's a hashtag as well. You basically sew up a blouse in April. You have until the 1st of April, which has happened, to the 30th of April at 11:59 p.m. anywhere in the world. So no matter where you are, you have to get your blouse in before the 30th of April at 11:59. Okay? Right. There's lots of little graphics that'll pop up while I'm talking to you. You can pause the video and read it, but I will link Gabby's Instagram feed so you can go and read them as well. You don't always have to pause the video to read them. Yeah, so that will be in the box below. So yes, so between a blouse and a shirt, a blouse is a bit more floaty. It can have buttons, it can look like a top as well. So yes, I don't think Gabby and Ruan will be policing really hardly, but yeah, if you can try and withdraw away from the shirt, but maybe go for the shirt but make it blousy. I have got some examples, actually 9 examples of what my blouses in my wardrobe are from patterns that I've made up. Most of them are size inclusive apart from 2, so there's 9 blouses, stroke tops, that I can say, yay, I like them, and we'll go through them very, very shortly. Just to say that there's going to be prizes in this challenge as well. There's over 20, maybe over 30, I'm not quite sure. I tried to count it up, but I was like, how many are there? But there's loads, and they're all on Gabby's feed, so go and have a wee look. There's some crackers. The first and second one are just like £150. Oh, 150 Australian dollars worth of fabric or patterns from Gabby's actual shop, the Cloth Edit, over in Australia. So yeah, I would sew a few blouses for that myself, to be in with a few chances, you know. We'll see how many I get sewn up this month. I always seem to set myself way up high and overestimate or underestimate how much time I really actually need. So yes. So we'll get on to the blouses that I've sewn up. One of these is the Patina Blouse. This is the one that I made in a very, very old Atelier brunette print. You can probably see it. It is a lovely cotton lawn. It feels lovely against the skin. And this is the Patina Blouse I'll be talking about in a moment. After the not so size inclusive patterns that I've tried. Yeah. And I do like this version. I've just put one of my favourite necklaces on with it as well. It's just like a wee hexagon. Is it a hexagon? It's a wee wooden thing on a metal chain, and I love it. It goes with a lot of things. So the first two blouses I would like to talk about are not so size inclusive, but I thought it would be worth a mention because they do have a really good finished garment measurements where the ease is quite positive. And what I'll do is I'll link to all the patterns below and you can check out the sizing for yourself. But I will say the bust, the waist and the hip measurement, the top size. And if you can hear the pigeon, I do apologise. So the first blouse that I would like to talk about is the Anna Allen Anthea blouse. Now this is a firm favourite in the sewing community and it's one of my favourites. I really need to sew up a couple more because it's just such a lovely blouse, even though it's not that size inclusive. It goes from a 00 to a 22. Now I think that's in US sizing, so it could be like maybe a 24 in UK sizing. But it has got a lot of ease in the garment. I would definitely check it out if you're interested in sewing this up. I love the sleeves, the finishing of it on the bias binding, and I put Pigeon Wishes buttons on here. You can see them. I think they're the cherry colour. And obviously I've got a couple of Kyle and the Machine ones. So Eat, Sleep and Sew, and Circa 2021 when I made it. So I love that. I love this one. The second not so size inclusive pattern is the beautiful Coeli blouse. Now I had been admiring this from afar and I was like quite disappointed that the sizing for this wasn't as big as what really needs to be these days. But I did look into the finished garment measurements and I saw there was quite a lot of ease in that again. And this is just only purely because I tried it and it's a lovely, lovely blouse. So it's just got these lovely puffy sleeves and you can see that there's sort of a layering system going on. And I've decorated with some pearly buttons from a granny's button stash. I was quite fortunate and inheriting her little button stash. She's got some gems in there, and also the back is just gorgeous details with the tie closures and another couple of buttons. They're a wee bit fidgety to put on though. high neck, so I've got to be careful about foundation on this because it could stain quite easily. But I love this. It's such a romantic blouse. The Pauline Alice Coeli blouse goes up to 34 to 52 EU sizing, and that goes up to a bust of 47.5 inches, a waist of 40 inches, and a hip of 49 inches. Now let's get on with the So Inclusive blouses. So first off, I just mentioned the Patina Blouse by Friday Pattern Company. This is another one. I've got the long sleeves on this. I think this is one of my favourites, and I do like the long sleeve version. This is one of my favourites. I do like the long sleeve version. Again, I've used Pigeon Mish's buttons, the wee daisy ones with flowers, and I think that goes really nicely. A little rosy cheeks label, the limited edition. I think she still got them with Bakerloo. Yeah, I do like this one. This is made in a crepe, so it's got some polyester. So not brilliant for the summer because it's way too warm, but I love this autumn feel. It's just such a gorgeous fabric. So the Patina Blouse goes from an extra small to 7X, and that is a 60 bust, a 53-inch waist, and a 63-inch hip. Yeah, I just love the little ruffle on the sleeves. The collar is just a seller for me, and the length and of the overall blouse is just right. Cuffs are gorgeous. Oh, love it. They're just so easy to wear with my colours in the wardrobe. Like I like wearing it with my denim Emerson pants, and also the green Emerson pants, and the Celine culottes, as well as this one. This is the short sleeve. Yeah, so, and it's cotton on, so I think for spring and summer this will be coming out, because it's really comfortable to wear. Like with most patterns, I grade from my bust to the waist and out for the hips. So I do have a video which I'll link in the box below on how I do this with a French curve, but it can differ for everyone and anyone. So it's just a guide to what I do. The biggest collar you could see from afar is the Bakerloo blouse. You've probably seen this in one of my most recent videos. I did wear it. Love a ruffle. The collar speaks volumes with this one. The ruffle on the collar. Massive collar, but I just love it. I've grown to love it. I've got a wee silver button here on the back, and this gorgeous label. I can't remember the name of where I got it from, but I got it from an Etsy store. I'll link it in the box below, but this is like awesome. And yeah, got bust darts. It's just gorgeous. This is made out of a cotton poplin. Again, really nice to wear, and I love wearing it with my opal pants. Now the Bakerloo comes in two size brackets, one at 0 to 20 and the other 16 to 28, and that goes up to a 54-inch bust, a 47-inch waist, and a 57-inch hip, and that is for the D cup. It also comes in a B cup. One of my most recent blouses is the Ames by Seamwork, and I made it out of the beautiful fabric Ziggy Emerald. I think it's called Jade. It's a Echo Vera Viscose crepe, I think. If I've got that right, if I haven't, I'll pop it on the box below in front of you so you can see. Again, I can't not stop. I can't not use Pigeon Mishes buttons. There's always a collection that seems to go with my makes. I love the star fabric. The detailing on the yoke is lovely. There's so much shade in this pattern. There's also an elasticated cuff, really comfortable. Now, the construction of this was, I would not suggest a confident beginner. I would say a bit more intermediate, because you've got to have your wits against you. Getting the placket to match the collar, it was really difficult. This is not one of my best makes, but I really want to try and do the aims again, and hopefully it'll be much better. Now, the aim seamwork goes from a 00 to a 30, and that goes up to a 60-inch bust, a 53-inch waist, and a 64-inch hip. It has a lot of ease, so yeah. And it comes in 2 size brackets, so you've got, I think it's 00 to 20, and then a 16 to 30 or 14 to 30. I'll pop it on the screen in front of you so you can go and have a look, and also in the description box below. But yeah, I really like this, apart from the fact that somehow I have got a tear right there. Really annoying. Another roomy blouse would be the Courtney by Marsha style. Now, this is my tester version, so next time I do this, I'll probably size down significantly between the body measurements and the finished garment measurements. There's a huge amount of ease. I like the roominess, but it's quite overpowering on me, so I definitely will be sizing down. But it's a gorgeous blouse. There's lovely details on the back with the gathering, and the sleeves, they have got elasticated cuffs there. The gorgeous placket as well. I put in a pink label. Unfortunately, this seller is no longer trading for this type of label, but I've got a Coeli in the machine label, which is his original. But I really like this one, and this is a lovely, stunning Lady McElroy cotton lawn. Yeah, just because it's oversized, it won't let me stop wearing it, but I really like the colours in this, just really nice. So the Courtney goes up to a 59-inch bust, a 52-inch waist, and a 62.5-inch hip. That is a 2 to 30 in Australian sizes, which is the same as UK. It won't be a blouse without a sagebrush. This must be one of my favourite tops to sew up and wear. I brought 2 to show you. One is the Atelier brunette fabric one. I think this is Chestnut Cosmos, I think. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is a viscose. Just so lovely, summery, floaty. What's not to love? I love the sagebrush with having it just the ruffle there, and the little tie-up bias at the back. I have put a Page Joanna design label on it. Unfortunately, she doesn't do labels anymore, but I've got a few in my stash, so it should be okay for some time to come. I do, again, sagebrush. elasticated cuffs. What's not to love this? I've seen so many hacks about making this into a dress with either a gathered skirt or a straight down dress without any waist line. They just extend it completely down, and believe you me, I really want to do it, but somehow I've never got to it. But the Sagebrush comes in a brilliant size range as per Friday Pattern Company's patterns. They go from an extra small to a 7X, which equates to a 60-inch bust, a 53-inch waist, and a hip of 63 inches. Just love a Sagebrush. And the other one that I've shown you is my Daisy Viscose Twill. This is ex Zara fabric, I believe. And again, just the same details, and I put a little Rosy Chic label on it. I do want to try the Sagebrush with maybe the button closure as well. Maybe do a rouleau loop with the fabric. I think that would be quite a nice detail. Number 8 blouse pattern. It's the Gilbert top by Helen's Closet. Now this goes up from a 0 to 30. It has two views. One has the tie front and one is just a simple straight up and down like this one. I have done a tie front one, but I thought I would just nick this one out of the wardrobe. This is in a viscose, however the tie front one is in a cotton shirting, and that's just lovely to wear in the summer when it's really hot. This just is like summer and Christmas rolled into one. Polar opposites for me. Again, the original view for the bell sleeves I did, but they were too wide. I was catching everything on door handles with the sleeves, so I decided, right, I'm gonna elasticate it. So ruffles. You can't beat a ruffle cuff or elasticated cuff. Makes it a lot easier not to get stuck. It has got a yoke detail, so lovely, and yeah, I'm just super happy. And again, I know I can't get away from Pigeon Wishes buttons, but they just seem to go really, really well in my makes. I needed to go off and see about Ethel and Joan because some of their buttons are lovely as well. So might have to do a wee shop. Maybe next month though. Maybe next month. But the Gilbert by Helen's Closet goes up to a bust of 58, a waist of 48 inches, and a hip of 58 inches. And yeah, that is the D cup sizes that I've given you. There is a B cup, and that runs from a 0 to 22, whereas the D cup runs from a 12 to 30. Last but not least, it's the Paddington top. I wore this in a couple of videos ago, or maybe in my last video, and Paddington top is designed by French Navy Patterns for Peppermint magazine. It's lovely. It does meant to have buttons down the back, but I've sewn it up because I think I was in a bit of a rush, and this was for a Sew Frugal like last year. So I really wanted to get it made up, and I don't want fussing around buttons and buttonholes, so I just did it. I love the short sleeve elasticated cuffs. It's got a really thick elastic in it. It's lovely. This is made up in a cotton lawn. It's a Lady McElroy. I think it's a Malmesbury. That's the name, if I'm correct. And it's a gorgeous cotton lawn. It has softened up after washing a few times, so really nice. Again, I've got a couple of labels in there, little rosy cheeks, and a Coeli in the machine one. So yeah, just absolutely beautiful. The Paddington top goes up to a 57-inch bust, a 51-inch waist, and a 60 and 5/8-inch hip. So I hope you've enjoyed that kind of inspiration, lots of photos, and it gives you a bit more insightful of what a blouse is. I will link all the information in the description box below so you can click away merrily and happy. If you haven't already liked this video, give me a little thumbs up. And please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. It would be lovely to have you join this channel, and I'll give you a big hug. That's not like bribery. I will give you a big hug virtually. So yeah, until we meet next time, I told you there's going to be lots of content this week because April seems to be pumping out those challenges, and yeah, I thought I would give a little help to promote those challenges as well. So yeah, take care my lovelies, happy sewing, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye! Hi there and welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you can hear the pigeon, I do apologise.
Maybe you can feel the pressure that I've been living on. I can say that